Once you've purchased your home, estate planning is critically important to protect your investment. It's a responsible step that can offer both financial security and give peace of mind. Joining us today with more on the whole process is V. Metz with the Metz Group and Karen Mumme with the estate firm and the Land Group Title. Ladies, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Right? This is, I mean, it makes sense, right? Like this is the next logical step that people need to do to kind of button everything down. But so often we don't think of that.
Yes, I totally agree. And we love actually working with Karen because it's just a smooth process. You can go through your closing process with Karen, and then she can go ahead and start working with you on, you know, even if it's, you know, you're super young and you just at least have a will stating, you know, what's going to happen with your property. Anything can happen. So, you know, we love working with Karen because she's knowledgeable on both aspects, and especially when we have a seller who actually has passed away and they have the heirs. You know, it's great to be able to have Karen to turn all that over to. So.
Right. And so, Karen, do you just get with people like once you wrap up a sale, do you pretty much get in their head and say, all right, since we're already in the middle of this, while we already have paperwork, let's go ahead and let's just take the next step, because I feel like it's only, you know, a little bit more time and then you're done.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, think of, you know, you're organizing everything to get your loan documents over to your loan officer. Same thing with your estate planning. You're just essentially organizing your affairs, making sure, you know, everything's going to go as you wish and as you desire. And then also not leaving that process to your heirs or to your executor to have to worry about and guess, you know, what was the intention there. So absolutely, it's extremely important. Make sure that you have all of that in order.
So what are like the 4 key areas that you help people with that are like your essential documents? We need to take care of these.
Yes, of course. You want to make sure you have your will in place. You want to make sure you have your POAs in place, which could be 2 documents, one for medical reasons, one for financial purposes. And then a lot of people actually go ahead and set up a trust while they're with us and they're setting up their estate planning.
Is it easy to go back and make those changes? Because you have to like name, right, like who you want to take care of things in the event the first, second person passes, and that 4th person or second person might be, you know, doing strange things in life, and you're like, wait a minute, I got to get you've been there. You're like, I got to get rid of this person. I got to, like, can you change names and make easy changes?
Yes, of course, especially if you've got a trusted counsel that you rely on. Those changes are typically easy to make, especially if they're small changes like changing a guardian or changing a trustee, things like that.
Super easy to go back and everything. And of course, you work with B so closely. Like any changes that are coming up that you all have noticed kind of when it comes to mortgages and all the paperwork that you are kind of seeing on the horizon that you all want to mention as we enter even 2024 with regards to the market?
I can't say that there's been anything in particular with the market that has changed that would you know, necessarily affect this process. But I will say that, you know, like you said earlier, as life happens, or, you know, when you first buy a house, if you're in your 20s, things are going to be a lot different than, you know, as you progress in your 40s and 50s and, you know, my age and your 60s, you know. So having somebody like Karen on board, you can always stay in contact with them, and as your life changes, those things are going to change. So it's great to be able to build a relationship with somebody that's going to help you through the closing process, get your affairs in order, and then, you know, stay in contact with them, and as those affairs change, you can.
I don't have to re-explain everything.
Right, she's already going to have all the information. Right,
absolutely.
And you know, as you sell that property, Karen's going to be able to direct you in the right way. She can handle the closing for that. So it's just like building a lifelong relationship at that point.
Wonderful. And finally, where can we go for more information?
Landgrouptitle.com is our website for our title company, and estatefirm.com is our website for our estate.
Perfect, ladies. Thank you so much.
Thank you.